Good day, everyone. It's already time for hashtag upgrade learning in technical drafting. I am Tutor Rommel, and let me help you explore the amazing world of sketches and design. Upgrade your learning today, design your tomorrow, and build your future after. Welcome to Itulay Online Tutorial para sa TLE9 Technical Drafting. What's up mga ka-drafting? Live na live po tayo ngayong quarter 4, week 2 sa FB group at YouTube channel ng DepEd Itulay. Hanapin lang po ha sa Facebook ang DepEd Itulay at wag pong kalimutang i-like at i-share ang aming FB page. Ganun din po ang aming YouTube channel. Wag pong kalimutang i-share at mag-subscribe din po kayo. Kumusta po kayo? Sana po ay naging mabuti po ang takbo ng inyong linggo hanggang ngayong Friday. Naging productive ang inyong linggo. At syempre, sana mas maging okay pa rin ang ating weekend. Okay? Kung lalabas po kayo, katulad ng laging aking pinapaalala, katulad po ng lagi kong ipinapaalala na kung lalabas po kayo ay mag-ingat po tayo, gumamit po ng alcohol at huwag kalimutan pong gumamit pa rin ng face mask. Okay? Panatilihin po natin siyang nakasuot hanggat maaari kapag po tayo ay nasa labas. Ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayong Biyernes, mga ka-drafting, ay tungkol sa types of foundation. Siyempre po, kasama pa rin po natin, mga ka-drafting, si Tutor Marco ng SDO Bulacan tuwing Friday 10:30 hanggang 11:10 ng umaga. Maraming salamat po, Tutor Marco, at mag-ingat po kayong palagi. Thank you rin po sa teachers, writers, facilitators na gumawa po ng ating competency-based learning module, technical drafting. At kumuha po tayo ng ilang theory sa learning module na ito. At syempre po, yung ibang activity ay ginawa na po ni Tutor Rommel. Ano ba yung mga dapat nating matutunan ngayong hapon, mga ka-drafting? At the end of our tutorial, you are expected to define foundation. Pangalawa, differentiate shallow from deep type of foundation and identify the plan view of the types of foundation. And of course, to listen attentively para masagutan natin yung ating mga dapat sagutan. Okay? But before that, let's have a review about the lessons we had or the topics we had last week po sa ating quarter 1. At meron po tayo dyan sa inyong screen, mga ka-drafting, meron po tayo dyan word bank. Pagkatapos po ng word bank natin ay meron po dyan description at i-identify lang po natin yung word na dinidescribe po doon sa ating ano nakasulat sa inyong screen. Okay po? And you have 10 seconds every number para sagutan yan. Question number 1, this is the most suitable way of determining soil condition. Your words are drilling, test pits, dead load, reinforced concrete o kaya ice slab. And you have 10 seconds to answer that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Ang answer natin ay, and if your answer is drilling, yun, that's correct. Tama po yan. Drilling is the most suitable way of determining soil condition. Ito yung diniscuss natin last time na syempre before we parang construct the foundation ng structure na itatayo natin, we have to test the soil. Question number 2. Blank refers to all the weight in the structure made up of immovable materials. Okay? Ang pagpipilian natin ay drilling, test pits, dead load, reinforced concrete, or slab. And you have 10 seconds to answer that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ang question natin is, blank refers to all the weight in a structure made up of immovable materials. And if your answer is, yun, dead load, that's correct. So dead load refers to the weight in a structure made up of immovable materials. Yung mga materials na medyo ano 'no, yung hindi puwedeng tanggal kabit, tanggal lagay, tanggal lagay. So ayun yung tinutukoy natin sa dead load katulad ng, windows o kaya ng roof. Okey, yun yung ating mga dead load. Next, question number 3. Blank is a concrete in which steel bars or webbing has been embedded for strength. And 10 seconds starts now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. If your answer is reinforced concrete, that's correct. So reinforced concrete is a concrete in which steel bars or webbing has been embedded for strength. Ibig sabihin, binubuhusan natin ng reinforced concrete or ng semento. Okay, at dahil tama ang sagot nyo, kayo ay isang Matieli Ducado. Yay! Question number 4. Blank, in drilling, this is the area, or sorry, question number 4. In drilling, this is the area bored or drilled. And your 10 seconds starts now. Okay. At syempre, alam kong merong naglalagay sa inyo ng ng answer sa ating comment section. At syempre, i-check natin 'yan mamaya ah, as soon as makita natin yung inyong mga answer. So question number 4, if your answer is test pits, that's correct. So yung test pits ay area bored or drilled ah, kapag magte-test ng lupa or nagte-test ng lupa. Question number 5. Huwag kalimutang ilagay ang answer sa ating comment section. Question number 5. Blank is a foundation reinforced concrete and foundation floor. Sahig. Usually ginagawang sahig yan. And it's your 10 seconds starts now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So if your answer is slab, okay, is correct. That's correct. At dahil tama kayo at alam ko naka 5/5 kayo, kayo ay isang Matieli Lucado. Yay! Palakpakan dyan. Balikan natin yung analogy yung ginamit ko last time. Meron diyang feet at meron tayo sa screen nyo, mga ka-drafting, ay yung ating tulay, yung bridge made of stone. Ano po? Ang sabi ko diyan, ano ba yung naitutulong ng ating feet or nagagawa ng feet last time? At ganun din naman sa mga tulay. Ano yung nagagawa ng mga pundasyon niya or yung mga columns na nakikita natin sa screen. At sa paa naman, sa paa, mga ka-drafting, it help you get you where you want to go. Yung feet natin help you where you want to go. Kung saan mo gustong pumunta. Siyempre nakakatulong yan to explore natin no, para makapamasyal tayo, mag-enjoy, ma-refresh at kumbaga parang magkaroon tayo ng panibagong parang paningin or yung tinatawag nating a breath of fresh air. Naghahanap tayo nun. Number 2, it help you stay healthy through physical activity. So syempre may mga physical activity tayo na ginagamitan ng paa. So nakakatulong 'yan para mas maging healthy pa yung katawan natin. Number 3, feet provide freedom of movement. So pag sinabing freedom of movement, anywhere you want to go, anything you want to do, mag-skip ka, mag-jump ka, mag-walk ka, mag-brisk walking ka, okay lang 'yon. Okay, nakakatulong 'yan para maramdaman mo yung feeling, yung freedom na nagagawa mo yung mga bagay na siyempre ngayon 'no, pandemya na hindi na natin masyadong nagagawa ng malimit. Punta naman tayo sa picture ng tulay, mga ka-drafting. Yung tulay natin or yung column helps you to avoid compounding effects. Ano ba yung mga compounding effects? Yung parang nagsasama-sama na, no? Yung parang halimbawa, may negative na nangyayari dun sa tulay or yes dun sa tulay. So para maiwasan daw yung compounding effects na parang sa isang lugar lang or sa isang part lang ng tulay na posibleng mangyari. Number one, mga ka-drafting para sa tulay ay it helps you to avoid compounding defects. Number two, holds the entire structure. Yung mga columns natin, yun, no? Yung mga series of columns natin. Number three, provides overloading. Siyempre, dahil marami tayong column, mga ka-drafting, dun sa tulay, ang nangyayari, nagtutulungan yung bawat column na buhatin yung load ng buong tulay. Kaya number three, it provides overloading. Okay? Kasi marami silang nagtutulong-tulong para mabuhat yon. So to sum it up, yung analogy natin about the feet saka yung ating column ng tulay ay may kinalaman dun sa strength, yung sa tibay, ano po, tsaka yung sa structure, saka yung load. May kinalaman siya. And this all boils down to what we call the foundation. This is a part of the structure that transfers the load from the structure constructed on it as well as its weight over a large area of soil. Kung mapapansin natin, yung drawing natin, mga ka-drafting, yung kulay green sa ilalim, that represents the soil. Siyempre, dahil yung kulay red naman na nakikita natin sa ilalim, that's the foundation, tinutulungan nga yung soil at ng foundation yung load, yung heavy load ng buong structure para buhatin siya. Sabi nga natin, di ba, foundation is one of the essential parts of the structure. Foundation is the part of the structure on which the building stands. Doon siya nakatayo. Parang yung paa natin tsaka yung column na pinakita natin kanina. The solid ground on which it rests is known as the foundation bed. Yung ating kulay, green dun sa ating picture. And speaking of foundation, we have types of foundation. Generally, yung foundations daw ay divided into two categories. Yung shallow saka yung deep foundations. So yung shallow foundation, if the width of the foundation is greater than the depth, ang tawag doon ay shallow. Siyempre, pag sinabing shallow, mababaw lang. Kapag daw yung foundation natin ay malapad, so usually, yan daw ay uh, shallow. Kasi yung lapad niya is greater than the depth o yung lalim. Deep foundation naman category if the width is smaller than the depth of the foundation. Kapag medyo medyo makitid daw pero malalim naman yung pagkakabaon ng ating foundation, tinatawag daw siyang deep foundation. Okay, so yung types of foundation, simulan natin sa foundation system, yan, nakikita natin sa screen. And then yung two categories natin, yung shallow and the deep foundation. Yung types of foundation natin starts with, ayan, discuss na natin yung shallow foundation na discuss natin, na binanggit ko kanina. The shallow foundation depth is low and it's economical. It is the most popular type of foundation for lightweight structures. Yung katulad ng mga simpleng bahay natin, mga bungalow houses, gumagamit siya ng mga shallow foundation depth. Shallow foundation. The first type of shallow foundation is what we call the spread foundation. Makikita natin sa screen, mga ka-drafting, yung example ng ating spread foundation. It includes daw all those types where the load is distributed into the soil by slender vertical members of timber, pwedeng kahoy, wood, concrete, or steel called piles. Ngan, nakikita natin yung ating spread foundation sample dun sa inyong screen, yung may kulay pula na box. Okay? Yan po yung mga example ng spread foundation. And speaking of spread foundation, kailangan matutunan din natin yung elevation saka yung tinatawag nating plan view or yung top view ng foundation natin kasi kailangan natin yan sa susunod na pag-aaral natin. At makikita natin sa screen na nakapalibot ng ating dash line, yun yung ating halimbawa ng spread foundation. Makikita natin yung may hatch na diagonal line. Ang tawag doon ay yun yung column, tapos yung kulay gray sa palibot, yun yung footing na tinatawag. And we will be discussing that footing, wall footing, tsaka column footing sa susunod na week natin. Okay pa? So, tandaan po yan yung plan view ng ating spread foundation. Let's go to the next type. Ayan. The next type is the shallow foundation. Uh, Next type ng shallow foundation is the wall footing. This is also known as continuous footing. It runs along the direction of the wall. So along the wall daw. Kung saan papunta yung wall, naandun din yung ating wall footing. The width of the wall foundation is usually 2 to 3 times the width of the wall. Kung gaano daw kalapad yung wall, ganun din daw yun. 2 to 3 times daw yung foundation na tinatawag. The wall footing is economical when loads to be transmitted are small magnitude. Yung mga small structures lang. Yung hindi naman kalakihang mga buildings. It is placed on dense sand and gravel. Gravel. Okay? Nilalagay daw yun sa mga buhangin o kaya mga graba. Okay? Makikita natin, mga ka-drafting, na sa screen, yung itinuturo ng red arrow, that's the wall footing. Yung kulay green na yan. Yan yung wall footing na tinatawag. Tapos yung kulay red na brick, yun yung ating wall. Kung mapapansin natin, kung gaano kahaba yung wall, ganun din kahaba yung ating wall footing or yung continuous footing. Katulad ng spread foundation, meron din siyang plan view at dapat din nating tandaan. Ano po kasi gagamitin nga natin yan katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina. So sa inyong screen, mga ka-drafting, makikita natin yung plan view ng ating wall footing. Ayan, meron tayong kulay gray sa magkabilang tabi. Pagkatapos, meron tayong diagonal line dun sa pinakagitna. So that represents the wall, yung hatch na diagonal line na yun. Mapapansin natin na meron tayong mga short break line. Ibig sabihin nun, pinutol natin yung drawing kasi medyo mahaba siya. And syempre, kapag pinutol natin, we will be using the short break line, alphabet of line, katulad na nakikita natin sa screen. Hindi siya zigzag, pero small curve line siya. Okay? Short break line ang tawag po dun sa alphabet of line na yun. And let's go to the next type of foundation. Next, we have the combined footing. Yung combined footing na yan. This is one which supports two column loads, or sometimes 3 column loads, not in a row. Combined foundations are economic when the columns are placed close to each other. Yung sunod-sunod. Makikita natin sa screen, mga ka-drafting, na meron tayong combined footing, yung dalawang merong bilog, no? Yung red and circle na yan. Bubuhusan pa yan yung tinatawag nating reinforcement bar na bubuhusan para maging column pa siya. Pero balik tayo dun sa combined footing, mapapansin natin na yung dalawang column ay magkatabi, tapos iisa lang yung footing nila. Yung kulay, yung box na nakita natin sa screen. Combined foundations is also economic when the column is close to the property line and the isolated footing would cross the property line or become eccentric. Dimensions of one side of the footing are restricted to some lower value. Next, is the plan view naman ng combined footing. Lagi tayong may plan view or yung top view na tinatawag. Ang plan view ng combined footing ay yung nakikita natin sa screen. Meron tayo diyang dalawang column, yung square, tapos yung malaking rectangle, yun yung ating footing na tinatawag. Okay? Tatandaan po lagi ha. Yan ang plan view ng ating combined footing. Next type of foundation is the cantilever or strap footing. Yung cantilever or strap footing, this is one which supports two column loads and consists of two footings connected together by a beam, often called a strap. Pansinin natin yung picture mga ka-drafting. Uh, Imagine natin na yung spread foundation, di ba tig-isa lang siya na column tsaka footing. Ngayon naman, yung combined footing, yung cantilever or strap footing ay pinag-combine pero may strap beam. Merong siyang beam na kadugsong or pinag-connect siya nung isang beam na yon. Okay, yan yung ating tinatawag na cantilever or strap footing para hindi rin mag-shake. Plan view ng ating cantilever or strap footing ay yung merong dashed line. Okay, yan po yung ating plan view. Next type of foundation is what we call the raft or mat foundation. Yung raft or mat foundation naman ay ina-assemble na parang yung buong area, yung floor area ng itatayong structure ay magiging pundasyon niya. Kung makikita natin sa screen, mga ka-drafting, na yung buong floor area ng itatayong structure ay nilagyan ng bakal. Okay, yung mga reinforcement. Tapos bubuhusan na siya. Siya na yung magiging parang pundasyon. Sabi nga sa description, the mat in that foundation is spread over the entire area of the building floor. This is called raft because, sabi nga dyan, the building seems like a vessel that floats on a sea of soil. Okay, kumbaga para siyang isang malaking bangka kasi isang buo na siya. No? At kung plan view naman na pag-uusapan natin, mga ka-drafting, ng raft or mat foundation, makikita natin sa screen. Lagi tayong plan view or yung top view. Ano po? Bakit ko pinapakita yung plan view or top view? Kasi ulitin natin, gagamitin natin yan sa paggawa ng foundation plan. Okay? Next type of foundation is category yung deep foundation. And under the deep foundation is the pile foundation. They are used to reduce cost and when as per soil condition considerations, it is desirable to transmit loads to soil strata which is beyond the reach of shallow foundations. Parang gagamitin na yung soil na condition, soil condition, yung pinakamalalim na part na yon para mag-hold siya ng buong structure. Serves as the foundation, yung deep foundation. Katulad na nakikita natin sa screen. Nilalaliman na, no? More or less, posible na malalim yung foundation because of the type of structure. Pag medyo malalaking structure, syempre, kailangan natin ng mas malalim na pundasyon. Pile foundations are economic when soil with great bearing capacity is at greater depth, yung mas malalim daw. When there are chances of construction of irrigation canals in the nearby area. When it is very expensive to provide raft or grillage. Ang plan view ng ating pile foundation ay yung nakikita natin sa screen, mga ka-drafting. Ayan, meron tayong rectangle tapos meron tayong piles or yung parang tubo na parang concrete column na ibinaon na ng malalim dun sa lupa. And then they have distances ng 6 no? 6 meters between pile. At makikita rin natin yan dun sa elevation sa kanang bahagi ng inyong screen. Next type of foundation is the peer foundation. Ang peer foundation has many advantages. It has a broad scope of assortment with regards to structure. There are different materials we can build a stylish view, and it stays in our spending limit. Ang peer foundation is one where the load is distributed into the soil by slender vertical members of timber, concrete, or steel called piles. Pansinin natin yung example. Yan yung tinatawag na peer foundation na parang ipinapatong lang yung concrete or yung timber o kaya yung steel dun sa mga column. Parang ipinapatong lang siya na parang peer. Ano po? Along with the advantages ng ating peer foundation, it has few disadvantages as well. Sabi dito, if one post or dock is harmed, it can prompt critical harm to the general establishment. Kasi nga, parang iisa lang siya, parang ipinapatong lang siya. So pag gumalaw yung certain part ng columns, possible na yung iba ay parang magugulo na rin, parang magkakaroon ng domino effect. Next, ang plan view ng peer foundation ay yung nakikita natin sa screen. Tapos yung nasa ilalim na part ng inyong screen, mga ka-drafting, ay yung elevation. Yung nasa taas naman ay plan view or yung top view. As if nakikita nyo yung foundation sa itaas. So yung unang foundation natin ay bilog, yung ikalawa ay rectangle, square, yung pangatlo ay merong footing, pwedeng medyo level siya, at yung pang-apat naman ay yung nakikita natin sa screen. Okay? Next type of foundation natin, or yung last type ng deep foundation, is what we call the caisson foundation. It is generally used in structures that require foundation beneath a river or similar water bodies. Nakikita natin sa screen yung halimbawa ng foundation at caisson foundation. At ang kanyang plan view ng caisson foundation ay yung nakikita natin dun sa itaas na bahagi ng screen nyo, mga ka-drafting, yung meron tayong dash line dyan. Red dash line. Okay po? Yeah. So bilang bahagi ng ating session ngayon, meron tayong guest na tutor or guest teacher. Siya po ay si Sir Gilbert D. Medina ng Angeles City National Trade School, ang ating OIC head teacher ng TVE Department. Okay, congratulations po sir at welcome po sa ating Itulay. Ipapakita po ni sir kung paano gumawa ng spread foundation, isang klase ng foundation na diniscuss natin kanina. Go ahead sir.
Hi everyone, this is your teacher for today's lesson, Sir Gilbert D. Medina from Angeles City National Trade School, a Master Teacher 1 in Drafting Department. The drawing paper is secured. We'll start now with the horizontal line. So as I've said a while ago, the T-square is used in horizontal line. So make several lines as you wish from where you will start your drawing, and then assuming a line, no? And then you need the triangles. Okay, so what we are doing now is the slab foundation. So ano ba yung slab foundation? Kaya sinabi ko nila, yung flooring from where we are standing now, or from where I am standing, no? This will be our base. So variable lang muna, wherein meaning unscaled yung gagawin natin. So horizontal to horizontal line. So variable siya. So as you wish, kung ano yung gusto nyong taas dyan, pwede siya. Okay. From the first vertical line, dito po tayo mag-start. So we're going to start the footing. Okay. Just like this. So, unscale siya. And this one for our footing. Okay. So, this is the footing of this slab. Okay. Next, from the center of this, you will have what we call this column. Ito yung column natin. Na? Okay. So, column again, variable din siya sa atin sa ating ground line, no? And then set the ground line. So, this ground line, so ito yung lupa. And this is the symbol we are using in drafting several inclined lines. So, meron siya mga pebbles. We are using this to show that the column and the footing are below the ground. This one. Okay. So we call this as the ground line. Okay. We'll put it GM. And this one is the footing. Okay, again, as I mentioned, if you are going to construct a vertical line, you need to use the triangle and then place it on the top of this T-square so that you are assured that the vertical lines are really straight. Okay. So, this is the column. Okay. So, na-produce na natin yan. The next thing is to get the size of your slab. Okay, let's say from here, this one, and then you may use the 30 by this one is 60 degrees. So you're going to use the 30 degrees triangle. Okay. So this is now our slab. So the symbol for using or showing the slab is the several dots. Just like this. Meaning it is a slab or made up of cement. So this is our slab foundation for this today's lesson, no? So the construction. Go. Okay, so this is how we construct slab foundation. Once again, this is your teacher Gilbert E. Medina from Angeles City National Trade School, a Master Teacher 1.
Okay, congratulations po. Alam kong maraming natutunan sa inyo. Sir Gilbert Medina, congratulations po. At sana po ay magkita po tayo sa mga susunod na araw. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta po sa ating session ngayong Q4 Week 2 sa ating TLE9 Technical Drafting. Types of Foundation. Pero dahil dyan, bago natin palawigin pa yung ating kaalaman sa types of foundation, let's have a 5-item quiz. What are you going to do is to identify the type of foundation base dun sa picture na ibibigay ko sa inyo. And ayan na yung number 1 natin. I-identify nyo kung yung picture na nakikita natin at naka-flash sa screen ay raft foundation or pile foundation. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na ilagay natin sa ating comment section and we'll be checking that after yung ating time per item quiz. Okay? So, quiz number 1, yan yung picture. Letter A ba or letter B? And your 10 minutes, 10 seconds starts now. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ano ba yan? Raft foundation ba or pile foundation? A or B? Your answer is raft foundation. Ang correct answer ay raft foundation. Kung ang sagot nyo ay raft foundation, letter A, tama yan. Congratulations! Number 2, ano kaya yan? Yung tinuturo ng red na square. Yan ba ay letter A, spread foundation, or letter B, peer foundation? And your 10 seconds starts now. Huwag niyo po kalimutang ilagay sa sa comment section ang isagot niyo guys. Okay, ano bang sagot niyo? Letter A ba or letter B? If your answer is spread foundation, tama yan. Congratulations po sa mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. At alam kong naka 2/2 na kayo, no? 2/5 na rin. Question number 3. Ayan yung picture natin. Parang naalala ko yung kanina, medyo kanina lang. Ano ba yan? Letter A, pile foundation, or letter B, peer foundation. And your 10 seconds, huwag kalimutang ilagay sa comment section. 10 seconds starts now. Okay. Ano bang sagot natin dyan? If your answer is peer foundation, that's correct. At alam kong nakaka 3/5 na kayo na tama sa ating quiz ngayon. Quiz number 4. Ayan. Yan yung drawing natin. Meron tayong column, tapos merong dalawang column, may footing, at meron tayong strap beam na tinatawag. Ano kaya yan? Cantilever or strap footing ba? Letter A. Or combined foundation ba? Letter B. Letter B po yan Letter B. Ano ba yung answer nyo? And your 10 seconds starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Letter B po yan mga ka-drafting, yung combined foundation. Ano bang sagot nyo? If your answer is cantilever or strap footing, that is correct. Okay, congratulations po sa mga nakatamang sagot. At sa ating last number, huwag niyo pong kalimutang ilagay pa rin sa ating comment section ang inyong sagot. Letter A, yung picture ba ay spread foundation? Or letter B, letter B, combined foundation. And your 10 seconds starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So makikita na sa picture, meron tayong dalawang column. Tapos meron tayong footing, yung rectangular box. Ano pa? Yan ba ay spread foundation or letter or combined foundation? The correct answer is combined foundations. Congratulations po. Nakailang score ba kayo? Bigay nyo sa comment section kung anong score nyo sa ating quiz ngayong quarter 4, week 2 types of foundation. And to generalize everything, foundation should fulfill the following objectives. Yung mga foundation natin, kung magpapagawa tayo ng bahay or may nakikita tayo na gagawa, na-fulfill ba yung mga objectives na yan dun sa foundation na ginagawa. Unang-una, foundation distribute the weight of the structure over a large area of soil. Pangalawa, it prevents the lateral movement of the structure, yung paggalaw, and avoid unequal settlement and increase structural stability. Yan yung mga objectives na dapat na matupad at magawa ng pagpapagawa ng correct foundation. Okay po? And at this point, let us be reminded to Do things today that will make your future self thankful and proud of you. So yung mga bagay na ginagawa natin ngayon ay alam kong makakatulong yan para maipagmalaki natin ang sarili natin sa mga susunod na araw at susunod na taon. We would love to hear your thoughts or your feedback on how we can improve your experience. Scan nyo lang yung ating QR code nasa kaliwang bahagi ng yung screen. O kaya naman, punta tayo sa tinyurl.com, itulay feedback form, and i-fill out natin yung form. For your comments and suggestions, you may email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. Siyempre po, you can still watch this tutorial video online. Just go on, search for DepEd Itulay TV FB page and YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and share. Magkita-kita po tayong muli para sa panibagong kaalaman sa technical drafting. Ako po si Tutor Romel, ang inyong kutkuterong tutor mula sa bayan ng mga Lakan at magagandang Binibini, Pagsanhan, na nagsasabing sipagan natin para sa ating mga pangarap. Kung medyo nahihirapan ka, tutulungan kita. Ikaw at ako, teamwork tayo para always panalo. At ito po ang Itulay Online Tutorial para sa #upgrade learning sa technical drafting. Paalam po.
Ang husay naman. Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na Itulay Tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang #ItulayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa Itulay!